Hello Positive Readers, it's Positive Writer today with another video, and today I'm going to be telling you all about how happy I am that The Legend of Korra is coming to Netflix August 14th. I don't even know where to start. This show was like the biggest part of my tween years when I was I was 10, transitioning into being like a tween or like a teen, like a beginning teen. And that was the show, The Legend of Korra. I was there. I watched Avatar: Last Airbender, and it had been for years since I was in second grade, which was 2 years before Korra came out. Was when I started watching it. It had already ended, but I was still watching it because I loved it. And it was great. But then I was there. I remember the day, when they first released a trailer from it, because I used to watch Nicktoons, I think it was on, all the time. And so I was be on Nicktoons, and I remember being there on the day that they released a promo, and I was oh my, this show is really gonna come out. I was immediately head over heels. I was so viscerally excited. I was absolutely thrilled that this show was gonna be coming out. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was the best thing ever. It was Avatar. It was the verse that I loved, bending, all that stuff that I loved from Avatar: Last Airbender. But the Avatar was gonna be a woman. She was gonna be a badass woman. She was gonna be a muscular, more masculine woman, which I had never seen before. I was 10 years old then, and now I'm 18 years old, and I still have not seen any female character that even comes close to her power. And that was me, 10 years old, watching that on my screen and waiting till the day of to watch it. I was there, sitting on my bed, waiting with a little countdown in the middle of the screen, waiting for it to come on. And then it came on, and I watched every single episode religiously. Every single time it came on, I was there, and then I watched every episode, and then I finished it, and I was like, damn. But in the midst of all this, I was absolutely obsessed. It was such a big part of my years. Not only that, no one else likes the show. No one likes it. Because, first off, it's a spinoff of Avatar. So everybody's Korra's not as good. They're always comparing it to Avatar. Which is dumb because they're different shows. And I mean, Avatar came out first as a classic. But there's no reason that Korra cannot be seen for the greatness that it is either. Because there is so much that is great about it, and unique about it, and amazing that only this show has ever done. And I will be screaming it from the rooftops until the day I die that this show is amazing and it deserves recognition. And I'm so happy for all the people who are going to hate it even more now that it's coming out on Netflix. I'm just here for all the people who are going to watch it and love it, because so many people just don't even talk about it because everybody thinks it's so damn bad, and it really isn't. And I'm so glad now that I get to share this gift with people who probably wouldn't watch it otherwise. So that's the first thing that I'm very happy about, it coming to Netflix. A lot of people are I don't know if I want locals to be touching it because blah, 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 blah. I think it's amazing when a show gets recognition. Even when in instances like this, and with my favorite show, unfortunately, that when it gets exposure, the majority of people who end up liking it or end up talking about it are the people who want to talk shit. But I am very grateful for this show to exist, and I really just think that exposure is a great thing, and I can't wait to find all the rest of the people who are going to love it and talk about it along with me finally. Because think about me being a kid I was at 10 years old, and everybody else has merch or whatever from their favorite shows, you know what I'm saying? Even favorite movies and stuff like Marvel, all these popular brands got all their merch and stuff. You could go into a toy store, go into Walmart and find a shirt or something an outfit or something like that was inspired by the thing. But me, I never could. Avatar, maybe, but Korra, none. There was none. Obviously there's merch now, and it probably was then too, but I was just too young, and you know what I'm saying, there was none in my reach. So I just felt like it was my thing. No one else loved it. Every time I would talk about it at school, everybody would talk shit, and even now that happens, and it's just whatever, I just stopped talking about it. But it was always my thing, and I really just love it so much. And so you can imagine my excitement yesterday when I found out Korra was trending on Twitter, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then they're talking about it's gonna be on Netflix August 14th. I am absolutely, I am so excited for this, you guys. I don't think you understand. This is my year. I am so excited to be able to watch it anytime I want. It isn't on any other streaming services. Avatar can put on there, and now Korra is. Stay mad if you don't like it. I don't give a crap, because I'm going to love it, and just like I always have, I've rewatched it so many times, and I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. And before I get into these things that I have on my on my phone here some notes I wanted to go over. I want you all to know that I'm going to be coming out with season reviews for each of the seasons. There are 4 seasons, and I'm going to be reviewing every single one of them for you guys. Obviously, Netflix is a dumbass, and they always release everything at the same time, which whatever, is whatever. But I'm going to be releasing, not sporadically, but like in chronological order, I'm going to be releasing reviews for each season, and I cannot wait to talk about this show with you guys. I feel like I've been like boiling. This has been boiling inside me for like 8 full years, and now I finally get to come on here and just talk to other people who have watched it and who might have seen it or whatever. I'm very happy that they're bringing this back right now, that they're bringing it back on everybody's radar, because it kind of just died out. Like, it ended, and then everybody was like, okay, cool, and like they went on, and it was like lame. But me, I always have been there for it, and even though I don't talk about it that much, it's always been a part of me, and it always will be, and I cannot wait to talk about it on this channel with you guys. Now let's get into these notes. So I already talked about the first note, but another thing, like I said, I loved it so much. I was 10 years old, but I loved it so much. Like, there was like nothing I had been obsessed with more, and still is one of my top obsessions ever. But I would always like be doing stuff that in regards to it, you know what I'm saying? The main thing I'd be doing is reading fan fiction. There was Nick.com was a website, and I'm pretty sure it still is, but they used to have these forums, like these message boards, and you could go on there and people wrote stories, people role play, people just did a whole bunch of stuff. And I just remember it being such a cesspool of bullshit. Like, I remember I'm 10 years old in this scenario, and I'm just on this site, and all I see is hate for my favorite show. Like, it was my favorite show for so many years, and all I saw every time I looked on that website of like other kids and other people who watched it was just hate towards Korra, saying like comparing her to Aang, she's not as good, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the hell? So obviously 10-year-old me was like, we can't have any of that. So any slander on Korra's name, I would immediately rebuttal with something else. I literally spent days and hours just sitting at my computer and talking up a storm with people who did not like the show, and was basically, you know, defending Korra every day of my life. And it was like a pastime, and it was fine because I love her so much. And to hear so many people talking so much shit about her for no good reason, I was viscerally mad. But it was fine because I didn't have any problem with fighting with people. I never have, and I never probably will. I don't have a problem defending characters I love, especially things that I love a lot. So I had a lot of fun doing that. And I am perfectly ready and equipped, even more than I was then, to talk any types of shit to anybody who wants to come for Korra now. So bring it on, basically. So I already kind of said this, but this girl was my entire childhood, basically, when I was growing up. To be honest, like, if I think of something that really had the biggest impact on me as like a youth, it was this show. I said she was and still is the most unique female character I've ever seen. I was literally head over heels for her and upset. The whole show was great, but like her specifically, she was just the best person I'd ever seen in my life, and she still kind of is, to be honest. I talked about her 24/7. Literally, anybody who knew me back then knows I was obsessed with Korra. I talked about it at least once with every person I ever knew. It just means so much, and I think the fact that everybody hated it makes me love it more. You know what I'm saying? I love it, but like then hearing all these other people talking all types of mess about it every 5 seconds just makes me want to love it and talk about it more, because that's just the type of person I am, and I always have been. Korra is and always will be my queen. She's strong, and not just strong like physically strong. She is visibly strong. Like, she has muscles. She's very muscled, and I just think that's amazing, because what other muscled female characters have ever existed ever? I just love her. I am absolutely, like, I cannot say I love her any more than I've already said, because I don't know, like, my love for her is like the biggest love you can have. So that was amazing. She's fearless. She's stubborn, she's reckless, but so resourceful and amazing. She has the biggest heart, she's so sweet, and she's selfless too. It's like, she's amazing, and I love her. She's like, obviously she starts off and she has flaws, and she works through them over the series, but I just have so much love in my heart for her that I really loved her from like the beginning. From the second I saw her on the screen, I was in love, and I was with her, and I never stopped loving her through the entire series. And literally everybody hates her for like ridiculous reasons that are like completely arguable, and like, whatever, have your opinions, have fun. But I don't know, and it was just like, I don't care. And there's not a day that will go by, just because I don't talk about it every single day, there is not a day that will go by where I hear some slander about her and I won't like clap back, unless it's like indirect. But especially if it's to me or in my vicinity, I'm going to say something, because I just love it so much. And I don't know, people always have the dumbest stuff to say about it. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, like constructive arguments, constructive debates about something. They just want to talk shit for nothing. And I'm like, bet. She really shaped me as a person, and I'll never forget it or take it lightly. Like, not just her in the show, period. The entire show was absolutely masterful. The things that they did, the villains, like, I loved it. It's the best. And I don't care. It's different from Avatar, because it's supposed to be different from Avatar. But it was amazing. The music, I remember, like, loving the music. I started playing the violin because of this show. Because in the promos, they would have, you know, the music is all very Middle Eastern, a lot of wood pipes and violins and stuff like this, like kind of like Avatar. And so there was this one promo, I would never forget it. It was a season 2 promo. And I have the song on my phone, like I have it on my Spotify save. And I heard that song, I would rewatch this promo like 20 times a day. And one day, like, I went to a school that they offered violin lessons, and I was like, I gotta play violin so I can know how to play this. And I did, and it was amazing, and I still remember that to this day, because it was just such a big thing. But, wow, like, I can't believe that literally sparked a full passion in me, and I love playing violin. It was an amazing experience, so I'm very glad that it, brought me to do that. But I love it. I love the characters, I love the villains, I love the plots, I love the seasons. I just love everything about the show, and it's like, it's so unique to me. It touched me, and I could not care what some random people might say about it. I'm just so excited that it's getting recognition. That's the real thing I just want to say. Like, I'm excited that people were gonna hate it, but there are gonna be these other people over here that are not gonna hate it, and that are gonna come and love it. Maybe as much as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an opportunity for more fans as well as more hate. But I don't care about the hate. Like, there's always been hate for everything, but especially for this. But now there will be more people who will love it too, and that is what I am here for. So I hope you're excited for my my season reviews. I can't wait. I am so excited. I watched this show so many times, so I'm probably going to sound like I know everything. But I'm not going to spoil anything in them. I'm just going to talk about them basically like I haven't seen it at all, because I can do that. I love this show so much that I can do that, and it's fine. But I can't wait, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you're excited for it as I am. Do you like Legend of Korra? If you don't, keep it to yourself. I'm joking. But like, if you don't like it, like, maybe like give me a reason, because I can't really think of any. But yeah, if you like it, tell me in the comments, because I adore it, and I'll adore you more if you tell me you like it. So I love you all. Stay tuned for all that. I'll see you later with another video. Bye.